That's hauling balls right there. All right. At least I got off quick. Come on. All right, sitting in the kitchen. This was something I wasn't expecting. A company reached out to me and said, hey, we'd like you to test one of our products. And I'm like, sure, okay. And then there was like a round and round with the emails for a little while. And then I thought it was over. I thought there wasn't gonna be anything. And then it just showed up at the front door. And it really, really surprised me because this is something that I thought I'd never see. But this is the Meepo Go Electric skateboard. And I was kind of blown away at when I saw it, because when you think skateboard, you think of those, old 80s skateboards. But look at that. That is really a cool looking machine right there. And look at the size of the wheels on this. And it's a belt drive. When they reached out to me, they're like, do you have experience on skateboards? I'm like, yeah, I have experience on skateboards. I haven't ridden a skateboard in probably 30 years. But I used to ride half pipes and do all that kind of stuff on skateboards, so we should be fine. I think General Custer said that. And this thing goes 28 miles an hour. It's a walk in the park. That's hauling balls right there. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna go our initial test ride here. Wait. Before Super Dave heads out on the ride, I gotta go over the specs on the board. This bamboo fiberglass rocket ship goes up to 28 miles an hour. But if you're a beginner, you're gonna have to put some riding time into it before it'll allow you to unlock that feature. So this time next year, I should be able to go 28 miles an hour. It has a range of 20 miles, dual 1500 watt brushless sensored motors. It has a 324 watt hour, 7.5 amp hour battery. It has a max load of 330 pounds, which means I can ride it. It's just a cool looking board. And I'm just gonna kind of take it easy to get the feel for the board. Now, this is my first electric skateboard. And to be honest with you, it's a little unnerving. I don't know how fast I'm going, and I don't think I'm gonna try to get this 28 miles an hour. You'd know if you'd look at this thing right here. It has this little braking where you pull back. Yeah, it works, but it kind of, if you're not lean or ready for it, it'll kind of lunge you forward. So, pull back easily on the brakes when you're riding. Whew. I would say one thing, this is probably the perfect beginner electric skateboard. A little lean back and you'll be all right. It's kind of weird riding one of these. Now, the acceleration on it isn't that bad. I just got to get used to steering on this thing. I'm afraid to hit a rock. It's actually not that bad. But I did destroy my budget 360 camera because the mount broke on it. I'm not even using the brake. I'm just kind of letting it slow down on its own. I'm afraid to go 28 miles an hour on this. I'll be honest with you guys. Yeah, if you gently pull back on the brake, it'll slow down for you. This thing has dual 1500 watt motors on it. See if I can get stopped by the stop sign without lunging myself forward. Well, that wasn't too bad. What was it too bad? We'll see how it does on the hill. It seems a little loose to me, like maybe the trucks need to be tightened. They sent me a tool to tighten the trucks, but I don't know if I need to do that or not. That's called coping with fear. I'll tell you one thing, I'm a little heavy for the rating on this board, and it's climbing this hill better than some of the scooters do. It really is. I haven't hit a rut or a rock or anything yet that's like made me unstable or get stuck in the wheel and make me fly off. I don't know if I like the stance I'm in right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and slow down and change that. Again, I'm learning how to use this board, so that's what you're getting for this video. Yes, only the best content on this channel. As Alex flies by me on the scooter. Definitely a beginner board for me. Nothing like riding a regular skateboard, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why they say what they say when they ask you if you have any experience on skateboards. I have experience on short boards, but not these long boards made for riding on the street. But I guess the more and more you ride, the more and more you get used to it. Definitely not an off-road thing that I'm gonna do. I think the wider stance might help you out a little bit. Again, I don't know. I'm not an expert on electric skateboards. Dual 1500 watt motors. This thing is not having an issue riding me around at all. We'll see exactly how fast I got going when I get home. I got the GPS in my pocket. I am slowing down though before I get to the end of things because I don't want to grab these brakes and go launching myself off. But we need a launch. I would imagine I didn't get more than, what's your speedometer say? What's the fastest I've gone, Alex? Huh? What's the fastest I've gone on your speedometer? About 12, 13? Yeah. It gets up and goes, don't it? This skateboard's got some power. I'm a heavy rider, and this thing is taking me like I'm not even standing on it. That's just crazy that these little motors have that much power. I was watching a review of this before I left, and the reviewer was talking about how the motors aren't that powerful. He weighs like 150 pounds. I'm almost 300, and this board's just dragging me up this hill. Like the Titanic dragging an iceberg. I don't even have the controller half rolled up. It'll go faster and faster as I roll the wheel. High speed so far has been 12 miles an hour, so I would imagine right now we're going 11 or 12. What are we going on the scooter? 13 miles an hour according to the scooter that's riding next to me. Eat your heart out, Dale Earnhardt. Mark's learning how to ride a electric skateboard. I think we've established this. I'm literally coasting down this hill. Molasses coasts faster. Until I learn how to get my feet situated on here. Now the grip tape on here holds your feet on here real good, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing when you're learning, because I want to move my foot around to get a little bit different stance while I'm riding. Oh, there's a rock. Well, I just hit a rock and I didn't flip over the front of the board. I saw it come in and I couldn't get around it because I'm not a pro skater. Wait, I thought it was you and Tony. I am laying on the brakes right now because still learning how to ride the board. Is that what you call it? There's another rock. So, and that was my biggest fear, was hitting rocks and flying off the front of the board or ruts or anything like that. And so far, it's all been pretty good. You get out in this, okay, for me, once I get out in a smooth area, it's a lot easier to ride. It rides really, really smooth. You just got to get used to balancing yourself on one of these things. Like an elephant on a beach ball. Once you get used to balance, it says keep your legs bent, but kind of tense. I'm gonna be riding this thing here and there until I get used to riding it to where I can zip around and do some things that I'm normally not used to doing on these. Like riding it. Whew. All right. At least I got off quick. Guys, just so you know, learning how to ride new electric things on busy streets is probably not the smartest idea. So if I was you, I would refrain from doing such foolery. Nope. Leave that up to me. I know, somebody's gonna be like, you ain't got no business being on there, you're too old, you're too fat. You know what? You're never too old to have fun. You're never too old to learn how to do something new. I'm learning how to do something new. So my first impression of this skateboard is it's badass, and I might not be good on it, but if I keep riding it and I keep practicing and practicing, I will get better on this board. There will be another video because I'm gonna keep practicing on this board until I get comfortable enough to be out here like a speed demon. And that's just all there is to it. All kidding aside, I really did have fun riding this board. It was not as easy as I thought it was gonna be by far. I thought, because I rode a skateboard when I was younger, that I was just gonna be able to go out and jump on this thing and take off and ride. It doesn't work that way. This is something you kind of got to get used to, and you got to kind of take your time and ease your way into it. But I'm not going to let it beat me. I was nervous when I rode it. There was a few times when I hit the controller too hard and it kind of jerked me back a little bit. And there was a couple times when I pulled the brake too hard and it threw me forward a little bit. And there were situations where I saw something in front of me and I froze for a second before I realized, hey, you got to lean this way, you got to lean that way. But this is all stuff that can be expected when you're learning how to ride a new electric vehicle, I guess. So my recommendation is that you take this out into a big flat area and you learn how to ride it. The more and more and more you ride this board, the better you're going to get. And I'm going to keep riding it. I'm going to have fun with this thing, and I'm going to make more videos on it until I'm so good that it's just second nature to me to jump on it, hit the trigger, and go. I personally think that this model is the perfect model for a beginner electric skateboard. And I know that's hard coming from someone who's not really into this, but I've looked at the other boards, and some of those things are like rockets with 4 polyurethane wheels on them. Oh, by the way, you can put knobby tires on this. They make interchangeable wheels that can go on these that make it so that you can go over other terrain. And I've seen this exact skateboard driving through the grass and on rocks and things like that. But with these smooth wheels on it, I wouldn't suggest that you do that. I suggest that you stick to sidewalks and roads. Would I recommend this to people my age? Yeah, I would. You got to get out there and live. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get out there and live. I'm going to go out on this skateboard. I'm going to get on the streets. I'm going to get on the sidewalks. I'm going to go in the parks. And I'm going to learn how to ride this thing. And I'm going to get really, really good at it. I really, had a lot of fun, and I want to thank Meepo for sending it out to me for review. It's a cool machine. It really, really is. It's a lot more than I expected. And I know they're having a Black Friday sale, so jump on their website and get a look at the skateboard. And if it's something you want, get it. Or maybe Santa Claus will bring it to you this year for Christmas. It was a fun ride. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys on the next ride.